Perhaps let's start.
Yeah, please start the meeting. Yeah, Sergeant at Arms.
Great people are not born great, they grow great. Now, that's the dialogue from one of the famous movie, The Godfather. Good morning, everybody. Madam President, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guest. I would like to welcome you all for this joint meeting of Siagot Toastmaster Club and Toastmaster Club Pune Northwest. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm your Sergeant at Arms for today. My name is Nankishore Parmar. My hobbies are trekking, playing cricket. I love food. And currently, I'm working with a company called Tata Steel. I'm heading the sales function for one of its vertical. And let me introduce you the mission of our Toastmaster clubs. Our Toastmaster Club provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication skill, leadership skill, resulting in greater confidence and personal growth. Also, let me explain you very quickly the rules of this meeting. Please turn off your cell phones or keep it on silent mode if you're not using it to join the call. Please mute your microphone unless it is instructed by the Toastmaster. Please keep your videos on unless you have some issue with the bandwidth. Microphone, video buttons are there at the bottom left corner of the Zoom window. Kindly refrain from movement since it's distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video in advance. In case you need to use emojis, thumbs up, clap, reaction buttons, they're there at the middle of this Zoom window. You can use it at multiple occasions like transfer and control, use in the word of the day, phase of the day, right? I would request the role players to please pin in the timer window so that they can see the time throughout the meeting. When you begin the speaking, the correct protocol to greet is good morning, Madam President, distinguished Toastmaster, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I would request everybody to follow the same and maintain a broad smile throughout the meeting. Well, today do we have any guest in today's meeting? I can't see in the participants window. There's just 14 participants. If we have any guests, please raise your hand. No, I don't think so. We have guests for today. So we skip the portion of guest introduction. Now I would like to request Madam President to come forward and take this meeting ahead.
Okay. Can you all hear me? Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. And as far as I remember the count, this is the third joint meeting that we are having with your club, Nandakishore, and I'm really, really happy to have it again. Well, today's agenda is quite tight and it's long. So the presidential address will also be very short and crisp. The theme of today is learning management skills through movies. Well, I haven't seen that you can learn management skills through movies. So I'm quite interested in knowing what's going to happen today and how TM Tushar will be explaining this, all the fundamentals of management skills with movies. Without a further ado, I would like to hand over the stage to TM Tushar and let me also introduce him to you all. TM Tushar is by profession a tech lead and is also working as a AWS cloud developer in Bianco Diagnostics Private Limited, and having 9+ years of experience in leadership skills. That's all about TM Tushar. Over to you, Tushar, and all the best for today's.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Purva. Good morning, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, guest Toastmasters, and my dear guest. This is my first time actually taking this TMOD role, so please forgive me if I make any mistakes. Let me share my screen. Sajat at Arms, would you please give me the rights to share screen?
I guess it's already there, Tushar.
Yes, got it.
You're on mute, Tushar.
या नंबरशी संपर्क करू इच्छिता.
Now you're on unmute, Toastmaster of the day, Tushar.
Tushar, we can't hear you. I have unmuted you, yet I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll try again. Entire screen. Okay, good. Am I audible now?
Yes, you're completely audible.
Yeah. So as I was trying to say, movies. The word movies, when you heard this word, what comes in your mind? Would like anybody likes to share their thoughts? What movies
Entertainment.
means?
Yeah, my favorite
And
movie came into my mind.
The latest WhatsApp, Toastmaster of the day, Tushar, the latest WhatsApp circular of, the management learnings from movie Pushpa came to our mind.
yes, correct. I will come to that as well. But movies are not just an entertainment. In addition to that, movies filled with not just filled with masala stuff, but it depicts the lessons for life. And also, one of the doctors in B school who teaches in B schools, he said, movies have uncanny ability to involve in audience at great depth and influence their minds to comprehend, create mental models, and take actions. As now you had just heard that WhatsApp circular in our areas right now going viral about Pushpa movie. So with that, the theme of the today is movies, an alternate source for learning management skills. I hope you will relish this meeting. Great. Now coming back to our movie Pushpa, as we were talking about. Before that, what is management? We want to learn about management through movies, but what is management? Management is nothing but an art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. So we will be having a particular organization, how to plan it, how to properly manage all those people, be responsible for their mistakes and our mistakes, also achieve our goals. That is management. And also it's an art knowing what to do, when to do, and see that it is done in the best and cheapest way. Right? As you know, this movie, Pushpa the Rise, and as per our circular, there are 9 lessons in that PDF and in the videos. we can learn about it. But I would like to take ahead of our program, and I would like to introduce our role players. That is, first of all, Grammarian, Toastmaster Jay Singh. Toastmaster Jay Singh, he has education level of DL5, PL5, SR5, and VC 3 times. And his Toastmasters joined from February 2019. By profession, he is an engineer in Daimler, and his hobbies are reading and running. He he is from the Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest and all elite advanced Toastmasters of the club. Toastmaster Jai Singh, would you please brief us about your role and give a glance? Thank
Sure.
you.
I hope am I audible and visible? Perfect. Let me share my screen. Could you please allow me to share my screen?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Perfect. Great. So today my role as a language evaluator or grammarian is very simple. I have to listen carefully each and every word, each and every sentence, and then I have to mark good or need to improve, or maybe another word which we could use in a better option. Okay, I will take care for the pronunciation as well. And as a part of my role, I have to share the word of the day and just a second, phrase of the day as well. Now let me share my screen because the window was wrong. Now the window is correct. Perfect. Word of the day is relish. Synonymous, pleasurable, jest, online, admire, cherish, preference. Meaning, let's understood the meaning. To enjoy something. As Toastmaster of the day said, he relished the movies. Am I right? Great enjoyment today in our meeting. Example, I always relish to take challenge by grammarian rule. Second, would you like relish on your burger? So there are two different meanings. One relish is the enjoyment and second relish is like sauce. Okay, there are two different meaning of the same word, but both are giving pleasure to us. Now, let me share the phrase of the day also, and then we will try to use. Phrase of the day is to count your blessings, meaning to be grateful for the good things in our life, to reflect on the good things in one's life and be grateful for them. Example, take a moment to count your blessing. I'm just lucky to join the meeting, join meeting with Singer Toastmaster Club. I'm counting my blessings. Now, word of the day is relish and phrase of the day is to count your blessing. Now, I would like to ask you to use it. Who wants to go first? Am I not able to see the hands? Who wants to go
I
first? Yeah, go ahead.
I had already used the relish word in
Yes.
starting.
Yeah, Sajate Tam Toastmaster Nand Kishore, please go ahead.
When I meet people who are facing hair problem, I really count on my blessing that God has, kept me out of this. I relish the feeling of nourishing my hairs, That's a great feeling.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Toastmaster Nand Kishore, you are a true Toastmaster. Great work. Now, Toastmaster Kunal, would you like to try?
Yes,
Just try it. No need to for any fear. There is no any place for the fear.
I'm happy to be part of Toastmaster Club. I am counting my blessings.
Great one. So simple, na? And let me tell you, if we are using it only, then we could remember. Otherwise, never. So our grammarian, general evaluator, Omkar, are you able to hear me? Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Just try to use it. But it's very important. Each and every member should use it.
It is the first count to myself as a blessing to join both the clubs meeting.
Wow, great. Perfect. Anyone else wants to try? Anyone else? Yeah, Deepak, please go ahead.
Count your blessings uh, for surviving COVID with your family and relish every period with them.
Perfect, my friend. Perfect. That's the only we need in our community. We need the people like you, Nankishore and others who used it, who take the benefit for this. That's the only thing. We have to take maximum benefit. Anyone else wants to try? No problem. So we are having approximate 2 hours to try it again and again and again. Let's do it. And whoever is using, please show some clap, thumbs up, or any emotion which you want to share. And let me tell you, when you encourage the other member, it will automatically remind, it will automatically register the same words once again in your mind. And that's the all thing which we are looking here. So let's go ahead and let me give the control back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tushar. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jason. Now, coming back to next role player, we have our counter, and that role player is none other than Toastmasters Insia. Toastmaster Insia is by profession remedial educator and counselor. Her hobbies are watching movies and series and photography. Toastmaster Insia, over to you. Please explain your role.
Am I audible? Okay. So, firstly, good morning, Madam President, Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmasters, and very dear guests. A very good morning to one and all. Firstly, I'm very relished to be the hour counter of today's meeting. The purpose of the hour counter is to note down any overused words or filler sounds used as crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. These filler words can be and, well, but, so, and you know. Filler sounds can be or any unnecessary sound or unnecessary pauses. At the end of the meeting, I would be giving my report of how many ahs and ums and the unnecessary pauses and filler words used. I hope that I don't have to do a lot of work today. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Insia. Now, the next, we all know the importance of time. To note the timing, we have timer role, which is played by Toastmaster Kunal. Toastmaster Kunal is by profession, he is IT professional, and he also likes to watch movies, listening to music, and traveling. Toastmaster Kunal, please explain the timer role.
Thanks, TMOD Tushar, Madam President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guest. Good morning. As rightly said, take care of the minutes and hours will take care of themselves. Therefore, as a timer, my duty is to keep track of every minute of the meeting and note down the exact timings of all the speakers, including prepared speeches, evaluations, table topic speeches, and all other role players as well while they present their reports. I will also indicate green, yellow, and red flags to alert the speaker at a specific milestone to help them to complete their reports. When a speaker reaches the minimum time allotted, I will turn the green card. So it will be like this. When the speaker reaches the mid time allotted range, I will turn on the yellow card. And when the speaker reaches the maximum time allotted, I will turn on the red card. Just give me. I will, however, 30-second grace period will be given to speaker to close his or her speech in order to qualify for the poll. I will report qualifying times when called upon throughout the meeting. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. Now we have another role. It is Riddle Master. Riddle Master is played by Toastmaster Madhumita. Toastmaster Madhumita has done MSc in IT, BCom with honors in accountancy. She loves watching movies, traveling, and she's foodie who loves to try all type of food. Toastmaster Madhumita, would you please get on the stage and explain Riddle Master?
Good morning, all. Riddle Master is just a fun. So wait till the end of the meeting. So there is some fun coming up. So I'll just put up some, some few points, few lines, and you have to guess what I'm actually saying. So that's all. Yeah. So wait till the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Tushar.
Thank you, Riddle Master, Toastmaster Madhumita. Now, we as a Toastmasters have an important thing in every meeting, that is speeches. We have a lot of speeches today, and the first speaker is Toastmaster Ashwini Joshi. And to evaluate her, the evaluate here is the evaluator Toastmaster Jitendra. Toastmaster Jitendra is by profession sales professional in HR tech industry from last 15 years. I would like Toastmaster Jitendra to introduce today's speaker and his title of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Am I
Toastmaster
audible?
Jitendra.
Am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My target speaker is Toastmaster Ashwini Joshi. She is attempting dynamic leadership. The level, know your sense of humor. The speech title is humorously stressed. And the speech objective or the purpose of this speech is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. I wish all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Ashwini Joshi. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Evaluator Toastmaster Jitendra. Toastmaster Ashwini Joshi. She is working in the field of IT as a product and project manager and trying to apply the time and project management skills in each activity she is carrying out. The title, Humorously Stressed. Toastmaster Ashwini, humorously stressed, Toastmaster Ashwini. Over to you.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, TM Ashwini.
You cannot face the problem when problem is on your face. I heard this statement from one of the humorous speech contestants. The date for my speech was approaching and I could not find correct topic for my presentation. I was in the thoughts when I was doing all the household chores as well. My son asked me, are you worried? Why not you're not paying full attention to me? I said, my dear, I am preparing for a speech on know your sense of humor. I am feeling stressed. He laughed like anything and said, it means you are humorously stressed. Respected presidents, Toastmasters of the day, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, good morning. Like my son, his friend is also witty. One day in a class, their teacher asked this friend, which state do you belong to? He replied, Maharashtra. Then the teacher said, okay, now spell it. The friend quickly replied, in that case, I belong to Goa. Every one of us is stressed for one or the other reasons in the world, right from getting educated, exams, careers, appearing for interviews. It's a long list, including how to have a stress-free life. I remember when I was to appear my first job interview, I can see that each and every interview committee members are staring at me. I started thinking, why in the world all of them are looking at me and I need to answer all of them? And a witty thought came in my mind. Obviously, dear, because you are interviewee. Don't believe anything that you think. Many of our thoughts can add relish to our everyday life if we try to discover them. I heard a speech from one of my Toastmaster friend, and the topic title was Behind every successful man, there is a woman. She did a wonderful job. The evaluator, while presenting evaluation speech, was a little nervous. One of the recommendations that was given to her was, you could have used small props in your speech. And my dear friend, starting imagining having her husband in her pocket to be used as a prop. Trust me, there is a lot to relish anything because it depends on your understanding and looking at how is your humor in your stressful conditions. To have people around you to guide you, to make your life lighter moments when you feel stressed. I was with my friend in her car. It was heavily crowded on the road, and it was a very heavy traffic on the day back to home. Restlessly, I screamed, why all these cars on the road? And my friend genuinely answered me, "My dear, because it's a road. Can you fly using cars?" When when I was with friend, she companioned me, felt the stressful condition I'm going through, and made that particular life easy for me. That particular part of life easy for me. Science says that there are 60,000 thoughts going in our mind every day. It's up to you how you want to take it, whether you want to be awful in all those situations or you want to make it lighter to relish with. You cannot face the problem when problem is on your face. Science has proved that crying or smiling takes you to unconscious to subconscious mind state. Whenever you feel stressed, try finding a wit in that situation to turn that into relish. Or if you want to cry, let it be. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
That was amazing speech, Toastmaster Ashwini. I hope everyone relished this and hope humorously stress moment will go away and everyone enjoys. Thank you, Toastmasters Ashwini. Everyone and also timer, please have a 30-second of feedback and you can chat with Toastmaster Ashwini about her speech. Give her feedback. Timer, please note down the time for 30 seconds.
It's over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. Now coming back to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Sashank, and Toastmaster Sashank is by profession software engineer with 8+ years of experience in front-end development, and he loves to connect the dots when he's working on design, and because he believes that every feature tells a story. That is what brought him to the Toastmasters, where you can develop your speaking skills and to tell effective stories to connect people. To evaluate him, we have Toastmasters Chandrasekhar. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar is currently a treasurer and loves card magic. He has joined Toastmasters since January 2021 and by profession is trainer and English teacher. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, would you please give us details about this, our speaker and timing details? Over to you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. The speaker is going to attend his level 4 project 1, managing a difficult audience. The purpose statement is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when he is presenting outside of the Toastmaster Club. The timings are 10 to 15 minutes, and I wish all the best to the speaker. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. I would like to confirm the title. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, would you please tell me again?
Yeah, the title of the speech is YouTube is essential for e-learning.
Okay, thank you. YouTube is essential for e-learning. Toastmasters Shashank, YouTube is essential for e-learning. Over to you, Toastmaster Shashank.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tushar. Can you share the deck, please? Yeah, okay, can you put it in the slideshow mode? Thank you so much.
Just a minute. I'll go on mute.
Sure. Okay. Toastmaster Kunal, please start the timer as soon as I utter my first sentence of the speech. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for understanding. How many of you browse YouTube daily? I want to see a raise of hands here. Awesome. So what kind of shows do you actually watch on YouTube? I think probably comedy sketches or maybe music videos, right? I mean, most of you would be spending time on that. But how many of you actually spend your time on YouTube to educate yourself? Probably you're trying to find something new that will challenge you as a person. Okay, I do see some raise of hands. Awesome. Deepak, can you tell me what are you currently exploring at this point of time?
I watch philosophy videos and learnings from them. Also, for programming, I watch tutorials on that and TED Talks also.
Awesome. Awesome. I mean, that means you're kind of an engineer from what I understand. When you say I'm watching some programming videos and tech talks, if I understand it correctly. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So that is what I'm going to talk about today. YouTube is essential for learning and it's the best source for learning. Good morning, Madam Presidents. Good morning, Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So to prelude, I feel that YouTube is the best education tool to grow yourself and your business. First of all, I would like to highlight the point that it is free to use. Toastmaster Tushar, can you go to the next slide, please? It's free to use. Users don't have to pay much, except if you have paid for YouTube Prime, which is an ad-free platform. But I feel that YouTube is a great or a cost-effective platform where you can watch hours and hours of content for no charge whatsoever. Secondly, there are tons of videos for you to watch literally on any topic. If you're a profession who constantly strives to learn and keep up with the modern technologies or the newest trends, I feel YouTube is very essential for you guys. Plus, the platform is social. What do I mean by that? YouTube can offer you a great way to interact with your peers, or if you're following influencers or experts in those set topics. You can ask them different questions, you can seek answers from them, and the comment section, of course, needs to be constructive, not combative for a better learning experience on YouTube. I do understand that you need to explore probably the right topic that you're looking for, because as I mentioned, there are tons of topics and you need a right qualified source for your education. So it's not that easy, but I do have some steps or some tips for you to get there. Next slide, please. How to find the right content. Assess your goals. YouTube can give you endless content options, as I mentioned, but you need to keep in mind your goals and background. For example, take my example. At this point of time, I'm thinking of how can I grow my money? So there are tons of videos where I can watch videos of millionaires and billionaires, how they struggle to set up their companies, or how they studied day and night and did all the kinds of hustles to be successful in life. Or I can watch how can I invest in stock options, how can I put money on mutual funds, and probably learn about bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, because that's a new investment strategy. So for me, at this point of time, if I have to be realistic, I would like to look at the options of personal investments, correct? How can I grow my money? So I will try to find channels around stock options or mutual funds, bitcoins, and try to learn what are the newest trends or what is the best bitcoin I can invest in. Here, what I'm doing is I know the front end part of it. Like, I do know what I need. So I'll be analyzing the background and try to specialize in that topic. And that's how you can assess your goals and try to find the right content on YouTube. What can be the other option? Find channels that correspond to industry forums. What do we mean by that? Again, take my example. I'm a software professional, right? And we do have some people here who have around 8 years or 9 years of experience, and they do specialize in some area of their they have expertise in that topic. So I call myself as a front-end developer or a UI developer. What do I mean by that? Is, in plain, simple words, I develop websites. So in my day-to-day life, I have to deal with the look and feel of the website. How efficient is it, right? So there is this framework called React. Sorry for the non-tech guys here. It's just count it as a language. So I have to deal with it on daily basis because I use that tool as my development for the websites. And when I go on YouTube, first thing I do is I remove all those channels that are teaching the basics of React, because I count myself as an expert or at an advanced level, correct? And I know what I'm actually looking for, and that what I'm looking for is close to the industry standards that I'm working in. So I will try to find those channels which closely aligns to the industry standards. So that's what we mean by this point. Try to find channels that are close to the industry forums. Next, follow specific thought leaders, correct? We have so many individuals who are very reputable in their space. So as a start, we need to look at their background, their company that they're vested in, their interests, their publications, and do they have some social media presence? Thought leaders can have large followings. They might have topics that are very advanced and they have a deep knowledge around it, and they can be explained in a very simple manner to you. And those topics might be also very new in the space, and that keeps you updated in the model. So did you get what we mean by right content, how to find the right content? And I hope these tips will help you to probably focus on the areas of your interest rather than sorting or sifting through this large space on YouTube. So these are some of the tips, as I mentioned, to find the right channel in the media space. Next slide, please. What are the other advantages? What are the other advantages of using YouTube? It generates or promotes online discussions. So what do we mean by that? Whenever you are sifting through these e-learning videos, it's good for analysis. What do I mean by that? Even before watching the video, what you can do is you can quickly go through the comment section where the learners might have pointed the specific or they have described how the video is, right? Whether it's good or bad, has it actually met what it says? Because we have a lot of these taglines, I would say, that seek the attention of people who are on YouTube just for the clicks, right? Because they want to make money out of it, and we call these videos as clickbaits. So it is always better to go through those comments before actually clicking on the video and probably spending your 5 minutes of your life. And it is also helpful for you to understand what are the good parts of the video, what was not properly explained. And you can also see in the comments, sometimes people post other links, and those links can help you have an engagement on the YouTube platform, because they give you a different perspective. They might give you a different perspective about the topic. Correct. There are some controversial topics you want, and you want a holistic view about it, probably a 360-degree view of it. Then going through those comments and watching different videos can improve your knowledge base. It is ideal for mobile learning. So I have a question for you guys. How many of you watch YouTube daily on your mobile? At least once. Can I get some raise of hands, please? Awesome, awesome. Mohammed, what exactly do you watch using your mobile, and what do you think is beneficial when you use mobile over laptop or a bigger device or your computer or while watching videos on YouTube?
Hi, thank you for giving me the chance to speak here. So I usually explore through learning content. Mostly I am learning new languages like Japanese on YouTube, and the best feature I can think of is I can do the Chromecast with my TV whenever I feel flexible, and I can watch it on a go as well, wherein I don't carry my laptop all the time. So it gives a lot of flexibility to watch the videos on go.
Correct. I think you're right to the point. Today, now, I mean, every one of us, right, has mobile. It's an essential part of life. I mean, watching videos is a different part, but without mobile, we cannot stay, because there are a lot of options there, right? And when it is coming back to the YouTube, the main advantage is for any learner, if they want to watch an educational video, all they need is a smartphone or a tablet. And let me put out some stats that was put on, I mean, I'm quoting from Economic Times. The article was published on 26th October 2021. So it's kind of latest one. We have like 1.18 billion mobile connections, 700 million internet users, and 600 million smartphone users. And every quarter, we have a bump up of 25 millions per user. So imagine how fast and easy it is to put your content on YouTube, and it can reach millions of people in a very short amount of time. You can also share your videos or presentations and invite learners who can comment on those videos. And based on their feedback, you can always deliver a quality content and be a better content provider. That's the advantage of mobile learning. It allows micro learning. I want to share a personal anecdote. Again, being from an engineering background, I'm sorry guys if I go a bit on the engineering side, but I will try to be non-technical. So we, most of the times we software engineers are dealing with data structures. What do we mean by that? These are some of the elements that are present for building algorithms which are fast, efficient, and can cater to millions of people without any problems. That's how your softwares are made nowadays. And we have this concept of sorting. I do remember, in my engineering days, I used to think, why do we have so many options of sorting? Why don't we have just one sorting algorithm? And one of them is quicksort. I think many of us here, engineers, can relate about quicksort, how difficult and complex the topic is. I remember our professor delivering the concept to us in a span of an hour, and the entire concept just bounced off my head. And I had so many questions, because first thing is, how do I imagine? How do I wrap it around my head? Because first, it's not tangible. We are talking in memory. We are talking in other areas of it. But the main thing is, I cannot have a good imagination here. And I'm very happy to say, or relish to the fact that our future generations can use YouTube, where they can learn these complex topics in bit sizes, small bites. The advantage of learning in small bites is knowledge retention. You don't have to kind of take in everything at one go, because you will vomit later. So it's better you kind of learn it in small bites. You can rewind it, watch it again, and try to understand that complex topics. So that's where I feel that YouTube helps you in better retention of information through micro learning. Next point is it encourages note-taking skills. What do we mean by note-taking skills? Whenever a student or any professional is learning a new concept, the best thing is note-taking to analyze the information, because we have so much of information overload in today's world. With help of YouTube, what you can do is you can rewind, replay, and view this, some of those concepts that you want to note down, and only note down those essential points or key points of that concept. And also the content creators can take online assessments to judge how their video is perceived. That's where YouTube helps you in maintaining those key points and exterminating the rest of them. The last point I want to talk is it encourages in content creation.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Shashank.
Yes, Purva.
Although you have spoken about a lot of advantages, but the thing is, YouTube is just open to everyone, right? And what about kids, right? They have so much exposure, and there is no as such restriction. And you know that the technology is just advancing day by day, and it's very hard to stop kids from having access to wrong sort of content. How can just with YouTube? And I don't feel it's really a good strategy. I mean, to get information. I mean, at least for kids through YouTube.
Okay. I agree with you on this point that we have kids who are very tech savvy nowadays. I have my nephew who is 3 years old, and he is constantly on YouTube. When it comes to knowledge, yes, there is bad information out there, and there is good information out there that might harm. I mean, that can be beneficial for the kids and harm the kids as well. And that's where parents play a pivotal role, right? Since kids, I would say, are immature and they don't know about the world, they need some attention or some guidance on what they're watching. If we teach them what is good for them, right? It's habit forming. Let's say kids start with cartoons, they are watching some animations. That's fine, because I too remember when I was a kid, I used to watch it on TV, like Cartoon Network and all of that, right? But I constantly had my some parent around me, so that they keep an eye on what the child is doing. If we are not able to monitor them, yes, they will go into the dark world, I would say, where they would not learn something which will be beneficial for them, and probably it might also harm in the way they think in the future. So I do believe that learning needs to be continuous, but it needs to be monitored, especially for the kids, until they grow to that maturity level and we feel that okay, they are somehow on the right path. Of course, we cannot be, like, I would say, helicopter parent, like you're always around them. You cannot do that after they grow to certain age. But in their early formative years, I feel that they should be monitored. I hope you agree on that, Purva. I mean, at least to some point.
Yes, to a certain extent, I definitely agreed with what
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to conclude on the fact that YouTube videos are great for learning. I mean, not only for the learners, but also for the content creators. They are a great source of education for larger masses, and for the larger masses who are looking for a cheaper alternative of learning concepts. Thank you for listening, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Tushar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashank. That's really a wonderful speech, and we really now know how to find exact content and also learn something from the YouTube without wasting any time. Thank you for that. Now, coming back to our next speaker. Next speaker is Toastmaster Mayur, and to evaluate him, we have DTM Usha ma'am. DTM Usha ma'am has joined Toastmasters in January 2004 at Kanu Toastmasters, Dubai. She has achieved her DTM in January 2010, then joined Toastmasters Club of Pune Southeast in January 2013. Completed 2 pathways, Persuasive Influence and Presentation Mastery. She had started her third path, Dynamic Leadership, and she is a certified pathway mentor. And she has achieved second DTM in September 2021. DTM Usha, ma'am, would you please get on the stage and brief us about Toastmaster Mayur's speech and his level? Thank you.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, good morning. Toastmaster Mayur is attempting his level 2 project 1, which is understanding your leadership style. And the purpose of this project is for the speaker to identify his or her primary leadership style or styles. All the very best to Toastmaster Mayur. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Usha ma'am. Toastmaster Mayur, he is by profession software engineer. 2 words that comes in your mind when you think of Christmas: vacations, gifts from Santa. Toastmasters Mayur, the stage is yours.
Thank you, TMOD. TMOD, do you think you are a leader?
Certain ways, and I'll definitely be.
TM Kunal, do you think you are a leader?
Absolutely.
DTM Minal, do you think you are a leader? Okay. Or like right now for you, all of you, do you think I am the leader?
Trying
Yes.
to learn.
Yes.
Yes.
Learning.
Yes.
Well, but I haven't lead anywhere. Like I am not the president. I am not the manager. I'm not even, I don't have any team. So why I'm the leader? Well, like when I got this pathway, so that time I researched about this leadership skills, and I found very innovative answer. Like at some time, if you have your actions have inspired others to do more, to learn more, to become more, and to dream more, then you are the leader. It's so simple. If your actions inspire others to dream more, to do more, to learn more, and to become more, then you are a leader. Now, I want all of you to think. Now, close your eyes, go back to your past, and just think about, like, have you helped someone to become, like, to do more, to achieve more, to learn more? Like, have you helped them in their studies? Have you helped them in choosing their path? Or have you helped them financially or any way to go somewhere? If that is the case, then you are a leader. Because at some time, at some day, somewhere, we have helped someone. As we are the humans and we took it as our responsibility as a social person, we decide that, like, देणाऱ्याने देत जावे, घेणाऱ्याने घेत जावे, घेणाऱ्याने एकाचे हात त्याचे हातही घ्यावे. We like there is a common quote in Marathi that means who one is giving, that person should give more, and the receiver should thank them, like whatever they got from them. So that is the thing. We are as a lead, we are the leader because at some time somewhere we have helped someone. But what kind of I am the leader? So there are a couple of leadership styles, but I found that I am the base setting and innovative type of leader. Because I believe that I'm somebody that has a clear vision of future and wants to get things done ruthlessly and isn't afraid of trying new things. Well, let me explain about this. Because I came from village background, and like I didn't had much kind of financial stability. Like after I passed 12th, like I didn't had the clear vision. Like I had a clear vision about what would be case after 6 years. So going to the Pune and completing the education, it was not cup of tea for everyone. So even our villagers said that this will be become like why you are bothering your parents and this will not work for you. You will suffer many problems. So blah blah blah, and many more scenarios were there. People saying a lot of things, but I think I had a clear vision that after 6 months, 6 years, I wanted to I wanted to get a good job where I can financially help my family to support them. So I had that clear vision, and so for that I went to the Pune. I had a struggle over there initially. It was not that much easier, but I kept practicing whatever the things were there. I struggled financially, but I searched like where I could get the scholarship, where I should get the government hostels, where my mess and all the expenses were be paid by the government, and so from where I can get the loan. So I did all those things and I received all those things. And so once all those things were done, then I started focusing on my study. And while studying, I helped, initially I took the help from friends because I was not good at some things. So I take the help from them. And once I got the good grasp, then I share my knowledge with others. I help my friends while in their studies. And once done, there were a couple of things which I was lagging. I practice on those skills, and at some point I got the placement. So through this journey, my journey, many people, my villagers got they found this. If I have done this, then absolutely their children can do the same. So now this have started believing that I even guide them, inspire them, from where you can send your children to city. You can even though you are not having that kind of budget, but still you can manage your expenses. I help them in getting good I help them about guiding the government hostels. I guide them about from where they can get the scholarship, and about from where they can get the loan. So from this act, they get something. They get these things in their mind that they can dream more, they can do more, and they can learn more. So and they can become the more. So that is the thing which I but this is the only thing now. But now as a future, as a leader, there are few attributes which you need to work on. That is the time management, and there is the self-discipline. Frankly speaking, about the time management, even the red flag is there. Even I decided to prepare yesterday. I was not able to do it, so I just prepared for 2 hours before, and I'm giving it right away. So yeah, absolutely, we need to work on these things, and we need to do more to inspire others. So journey is not over. We need to upgrade ourselves. Thank you, and back to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayur. That is a wonderful speech, and I hope everyone agrees with that. And as a leader, or in everyone, there is a leader hidden inside. So we just need to release them and work on it, our improvement in the leadership skills. I would like to give 30 seconds of time to feedback. Please timer note the 30 seconds time and everyone can give the feedback to Toastmaster Mayur.
It's over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Munal. Now we have our next speaker, Toastmaster Venkatesh. To evaluate him, we have Toastmaster Purva Hulke. Toastmaster Purva Hulke is final year BTech student in IT branch. She is Sapir bibliophile and empath, K-pop dancer, and MBTI addict. She is passionate about facing her fears to manifest her true potential. Toastmaster Purva Hulke, please brief us about speaker's objectives and speech title.
Sure, TMOD Tushar. So my target speaker, Toastmaster Venkatesh, is attempting his project 1 of the level 5 of Pathway Dynamic Leadership. I'll quickly read the purpose statement of this project. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer or other organization. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of his experience as a leader and or the impact of 360-degree evaluation. The title of the speech is The Art of Leadership. Timer, please note the speech length is of 8 to 10 minutes. All the best to my target speaker. Over to you, TMOD Tushar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Purva. Toastmaster Venkatesh. He is by profession product marketing professional. His hobbies are watching cricket matches and listening to music. His speech title is The Art of Leadership. The Art of Leadership, Toastmaster Venkatesh. Over to you, Toastmaster Venkatesh, and best of luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tushar. Am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. All right, thank you. So let me start by asking a simple question to the audience here. Have you ever seen an individual contributor who was the best performer in his career fail to become a successful leader? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thanks for your response. What could be the reason? The reason behind this is pretty simple. The reason behind this is your own leadership style that makes a huge impact on your team. Visionary leaders are the resilient ones who adapt their style based on any situation. What matters is your vision that takes you through any crisis. And today, I would like to take this opportunity to share my experience from my own organization as a leader with you all. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guests, very good morning. Once my organization had assigned an instructor-based training program to me called Leadership Skill Workshop, LSW. And a prerequisite for the training program was to get a 360-degree feedback and answer some of question is to know your Myers-Briggs personality type indicator before entering to the training room. And at that time, I was a reporting manager of 4 employees in my organization. Now, for the benefit of all the audience here, let me explain what is the 360-degree feedback. 360-degree feedback is a tool used to capture your feedback all around. That is, from your direct line reporting manager or a solid line reporting manager, your matrix line reporting manager or a dotted line reporting manager, your co-workers and your subordinates. And how it helps? It helps leader or an individual to enhance his skills and a behavior in accordance to organization's goals and a core value. So as usual, I got a mixed feedback and a contradictory to some extent. Against my core value, I got a feedback from some people saying that I'm very positive and optimistic. I'm a go-to kind of person. I always try to help people. I always try to share a knowledge, and I always try to contribute more for my organization. Whereas against my area of improvement, I got a feedback from people saying, I need to improve on my communication. I need to be more aggressive. I need to be more positive, and I need to upskill myself, and so on. Now, let me tell you, this 360-degree feedback remains anonymous. You get a feedback, but you never understand who has given that feedback. So I took it very positively and tried to improve some of the areas to make a huge change within me in order to grow further in my career. I also got to learn from other leaders' mistakes or inappropriate behavior, such as I have seen newly appointed leader saying to his team that, don't come and ask me what to do and how to do. I just want result in the end. Now, this is sheer because of lack of team handling experience and your maturity. Just imagine the leader who has not got any roadmap to show to his team, or he can't give any direction to his team. How can his team succeed? Remember, your team's failure is your failure. My natural style of leadership is a coaching style of leadership. But, however, I understood quite later that I need to adapt a style based on a situation rather based on need of my team. And I was so lucky that I got this opportunity twice in my career while handling newly hired team. So for better understanding of audience, let me explain what is called a situational leadership style and when to use a situation, what type of situational leadership style at what situation, and which situational leadership style I have used in my organization to handle a newly hired team. A situational leadership style are broadly classified into 4 types based on 2 parameters, that is ability and a willingness. When your team members are low on a willingness and a low on a ability, when both are low, you need to adopt a directing style of leadership. When your team members are high on a willingness and a low on a ability, you need to adopt coaching style of leadership, which is my own natural style of leadership. And when your team members are low on a willingness and a high on a ability, you have to adopt supporting style of leadership. And when your team members are high on both, that is ability and a willingness, you need to adopt delegating style of leadership. So in my case, since my team was newly hired, they were very high on a willingness, but they were low on ability. So I had to start with my natural style of leadership, that is coaching style of leadership. But after working for 3 to 4 years, I understood that I need to adapt a different style of leadership, because after working for 3 to 4 years in the same role, same kind of task, same kind of job, their interest, their willingness got drastically reduced, though they were high on ability. So I had to adapt a supporting style of leadership. At the same time, I decided to use some other techniques to motivate my team. That is, by having their career development planning, to motivate further, reward and recognition. When my team performs well, I used to reward them. That has helped me to motivate my team and boost their morale in order to increase their willingness. And when the willingness got high, they were already high on ability, I could able to delegate the task to my team by using delegating style of leadership. So when team started performing and done well, my team got success. And in turn, I got to know as a successful leader in my organization. Now, let me tell you very clearly that I have helped most of the people or the team members who work under me to empower them by helping them to grow in their career, because of which I'm getting still remembered by each and individual member of my team, even after they left the organization. Similarly, in a business, customer delight is more important than your product and price, because customer might forget your product and price, but what he will remember is how he has been treated by you. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tushar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkatesh. And I really amazed that there are multiple art of leadership, and I would like to grasp one of them in my team as well, in the organization. Everyone, please give the feedback to Toastmaster Venkatesh on his speech. Timer, please note down the time for 30 seconds.
It's over.
Thank you, Timer. Now, coming back to our theme, I'll share my screen again. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. So we were talking about this movie Pushpa, and we have the circulators in our WhatsApp. What kind of management skill we can learn from this character? But in management, there are multiple areas which are divided into main categories. So the first category is building premises and planning. In this category, as you can see, you should have a vision and learn the rules of the game. What is meant by vision? You can see there is a picture I had uploaded here, Bahubali. So SS Rajamouli had a vision in his mind that what he wants to deliver, and he kept it very briefly and worked towards it. So like that, we all needs to have a vision. As Toastmaster Venkatesh also said in his speech, we need to have a vision. Visionary leaders should have some kind of vision and work toward it. Then learn the rules of the game. You should understand your market well. In which area you are working, whatever your business is, you should know the market well. You should study their dynamics, and most importantly, learning from the competitors. You can see in the Lagan movie, the team here was learning from their competitors, like from the Britishers, how they are playing cricket. They even didn't know what is cricket and how to play it, but they were watching it and they were learning by just looking into their playing practice. Position yourself correctly. In the market, you need to position yourself. You need to have a proper planning to execute everything and to achieve your vision. Next important thing is organizing of resources. Every organization, every company, or every manager has their own resources. There are a lot of resources. But first, as per the Pushpa movie's circular, you should have entrepreneurial mindset. Even if you are an employee, think like an entrepreneur. Why you are an employee? You are working for the employee, but you can be the entrepreneur. Take risk and think out of the box so that you can go ahead and you can manage properly. Then collaborate. You, as I mentioned, you have a lot of resources that you need to collaborate well with all those people, understand their needs, and every time create a win-win model. Win-win model is nothing but when you have some problem with the people or any other thing, you need to think about the solution which can be beneficial for you as well as the third person, so that uh, nobody gets some kind of dilemma that he's thinking only for himself. But you should have your win-win model so that the second person is also willing to help you, right? Next point, do not play the blame game. In organizing your resources, this should be one of important point. You should have the gut to take responsibilities what you have done, and also have learning strategy. As we have mentioned here that we should learn from our competitors, same ways we need to have some learning strategy in our field, in our business, to succeed, right? And same kind of thing you can learn from the movies, like whenever any movie gets started, the producer, the director, the cameraman, the cast crew, everyone needs to be collaborate very well, and those needs to be organized properly, correct? Everyone should agree with me. Next point of the management is recruitment and staffing. What is meant? Recruitment, just hire some people? No. Staffing, just ask anyone to work on it? No. You should know that people are your power, and for that build your effective team. As you can see, I have pasted here two photos from Lagan and Swadesh movie. In Lagan, the Amir Khan has built his team very effectively as per their ability. Whether he has spinner or fielder, batsman, everyone has their unique ability. And they were his power. As per the Pushpa movies circular, take care of your stakeholders. So whatever your profit is, augment it and distribute the profit fairly among stakeholders. Win the trust and be loyal to your business partners. So if you are not loyal, you know the consequences. So be loyal with them and win the trust. Assigning responsibilities. As the title says, assigning responsibilities. You should have to delegate tasks, and as a leadership skill as well, you should delegate some tasks. As per the Toastmaster Venkatesh, he said if your team is high in both areas, you should adopt delegation leadership skill. So you should be delegating the task and prepare schedule for the task. As in the movies, director, producer, everyone has scheduled their shooting areas, when to start shooting, when to go with other areas, etc. I will continue with this, but I'll just go ahead with our next theme of meetings, that is table topic master.
Tushar, can we declare 2 minutes of break?
Yes, sure. No problem. I'll just stop my screen sharing and we can have a 2 minute of break. Timer, please note down 2 minutes of break and we can come back. Please have some snacks or something to.
Toastmaster Tushar, I think we can still see the screen.
Thank you for that.
Amazing speeches, everyone, and really nice informative session by Toastmaster of the day. I was not knowing we have this point of perspective for movies also. I do watch movies just for the enjoyment purpose, most usually, but now I got some of the points which I should be, like having bird eye view on it.
There are multiple points which we can learn from the movies, which we will be covering very soon as time permits us.
Yeah, we can have movie tutorials also thereafter.
2 minute over here.
Okay, thank you, timer. Okay, the next session we were talking about table topics. But before going to table topics, I would like to ask timer to share the report for speeches.
Yeah, all are qualified.
Thank you. Now, table topic master is the section which will be led by Toastmaster Pradeep. Toastmaster Pradeep, he is by profession supplier quality engineer, and his hobbies are watching movies and listening songs. Of course, we have this theme, movies, and also we loves watching movies. So Toastmaster Pradeep, please come on the stage and explain this Toastmasters table topic master. Sorry. Over to you.
Thank you, TMOD Tushar, and welcome. I am Toastmaster Pradeep, table topic master for the today's meeting. I am welcoming you all to the another fun and exciting session of Toastmaster International trademark session, that is table topic. The purpose of the table topic is to provide an opportunity to participate everyone. He should feel he is also participating in the meeting and provide opportunity to speak. To develop the opportunity to develop the ability to think on your feet and speak impromptu. So that's what the table topic. So here the timing is given for 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will show at 1 minute, that will be green card will be shown, and at 1.5 minutes that yellow card will be shown, and at 2 minutes that red card will be shown, and another 30 seconds will be given for like concluding his ideas about that topic. And at the last of this session there will be voting also. For qualifying during the speaking for table topic, minimum time is 1 minute. So I request, is there any guest in the meeting? So we'll first go through the guest. Hello. I think first of all that Toastmaster Nand Kishore has raised his hand and he has asked. So I am giving one topic to him. Toastmaster Nand Kishore, are you able to listen me? Are you able to hear me?
I'm able to hear you. Yeah, Toastmaster, I can hear you.
Yeah. For the topic for you is the leaders are made, they are not born. Leaders are made, they are not born. Toastmaster Nand Kishore.
Yeah, I'm just utilizing my 20 seconds to gather my thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Leaders are made, they're not born. And as I said at the starting of the meeting, there's one more learning from the movie Godfather, which says that great leaders are not born. They are grown great. Now, I agree to this point. Leadership is more about leading yourself, motivating, and leading through your actions and your thoughts with others. Same has been done by great leaders. And those great leaders, even we consider like example of our own leader Mahatma Gandhi, through like at the initial stage of his life, he had undergone various experiences, good and bad, and some of them traumatic also. And those situations brought out that values in him which he upholded and started behaving, and that's how he started inspiring. He never propagated and he never had any kind of propaganda during his time that we had to do this and that. Nowadays what we have for the preparation for tutors and social media, Mahatma Gandhi was a leader by his actions indeed, by his thoughts indeed. So yes, I agree to the topic that leaders are, they are not born great leaders. They grow as a great leader and they hold their values to inspire themselves as well as for others. Over to what do you think, Toastmaster Pradeep?
Yeah, greatly. You have already all the point you have covered. By that means leaders they saw their walk the talk. They put their action in. They put their thought in your direction. So that's what. So next who is there for the table topic? Is there any voluntarily nomination?
But if we have Chandrakant as guest and Mohammed, I'll check with them.
Yeah, Zoom master, could you please highlight him? Hello, Toastmaster Chandrakant. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so the topic for you is who is your secret slave crush and why? Who is your secret slave crush and why? Toastmaster Chandrakant, who is your secret slave crush and why?
I am not able to get exact topic actually.
Who is your secret celebrity crush and why? That means you'll be liking to her. Yeah, celebrity.
Celebrity crush and
why? And why? Why do you like her?
Oh, okay. Let me think for 20 minutes. Okay, so okay, in 20 minutes, I couldn't figure out any name I have. So it's a celebrity crush. So rather than celebrity crush, I will say that a person means a person who to whom I like to follow, or I will just like his what is it aura or the means his personal skill set. So based on that, I just as this is a topic about the leadership, so I just put one name here. And even we can call him as a celebrity because he is a very great legend, MS Dhoni actually. So what I feel about him actually, when I look toward Dhoni, what I say, it's like it's about a leadership, but what I will say, like a leadership is a not a first option, but a last hope. So that I would like to quote for Dhoni actually, because he was there as a last hope. That's why he was able to play at a fifth number, and doesn't matter what kind of resources he have actually. So if I have to follow a celebrity, so I will follow a Dhoni for that particular reason. Yeah, so that is all actually. Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you. Very nice thought about MS Dhoni, who has brought World Cup to us after 1983. Then he was the first captain who has brought. So next, who is nominating himself for the table topic?
I see Mayuresh has raised his hand.
Yeah.
Yes, Mayuresh.
Hi.
Zoom master, could you please spotlight him? Yes, Mayuresh. So for you, the topic is what is the definition of success for you? What is the definition of success for you, Toastmaster Mayuresh?
Thank you, table topic master TM Pradeep. And I'm taking my 20 seconds of preparation, and I request timer Toastmaster Kunal to inform once the 20 seconds are over. Thank you.
Over.
Thank you. So I'll be starting now. First of all, Toastmaster timer table topic master Pradeep, what is success? When we say success, everybody has different definition. Somebody wants a lot of money, somebody wants power, somebody wants a lot of free time to do as they please, and somebody wants to all the riches in their possession. They just want to be happy. Everybody has different definition. And is it applicable for all the time for everybody? Again, no. At one time, I might think that the time is of essence for me when I want to spend it with my daughter. But if I have to go for the long run and I have to give some good upbringing for my daughter, then I have to go for the money as well. And when I'm working on that, my life, there must be some meaning. Everybody has some different definition of success, and my definition of success is this: everything in moderation, everything in balance. You must have some success in your life. You must have ample money in your life so that you won't have to keep thinking about, oh, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money. This feeling should not be there. You should have enough time with you to enjoy with your family, your friends, and with yourself also. After all, you are the only one who has been with you for the longest in your life. Apart from that, when we say success, it means we should do something meaningful with our life. So, what is the meaning of your life? What is the purpose of your life? Recently, I am reading a very great book called Ikigai, and the concept of Ikigai is that you have this very thing, balance. You should have enough purpose with your life. You should be enjoying that purpose, and you should be doing some good for the world as well, and you should pay well. When all of this balances well, that makes your Ikigai, the purpose of your life, which is going to give you pleasure as well as making you successful, and you will find meaningful. So that's what my definition of success is. What about you, Toastmaster? Over to you.
Very good explanation, Toastmaster Mahesh, that success depends on, it changes from person to person. A person who is not able to express his feeling, he cannot speak in front of the people. For him, success is like first delivering his icebreaker itself is a success. So like it's depends on person to person it goes. So who is the next like table topic taker?
Sorry to interrupt, Toastmaster Pradeep. We are already running short of time.
Okay. No, it's okay. So over to you, TMOD Tushar. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to ask Toastmaster Kunal about the timing report for Table Topic Masters.
All are qualified.
Okay, good. Now, before we go to our theme, I would like to hand over stage to our General Evaluator. General Evaluator is a role who's played by Omkar Kumbhare. Let me introduce him. Toastmaster Omkar Kumbhare is working as AGM sales with Friedenberg Filtration, and his hobbies includes playing volleyball, cricket, and traveling at various places. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Omkar.
Thank you very much, TMOD Tushar, for nice introduction. Today is a very special meeting as two clubs join together. And thanks to the presiding officers, VPPs, and the speakers, evaluators, and all the team members for giving such an platform and opportunity. We have now come to evaluation portion of our meeting. My role as general evaluator is to introduce the evaluators for each speakers. I will also have some of my observations regarding the overall quality of the meeting. Now, I would like to call on our first evaluator, TM Jiten, to evaluate TM Ashwani's speech. Over to you, TM Jiten, timing 2 to 3 minutes.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible and visible? Thank you. I can also see the timer cards. Yeah. So to start my evaluation, I would like to first congratulate my target speaker, Toastmaster Ashwini, for such a fantabulous speech. Because you really achieved all the objectives of the speech, which was using the humor in your speech. You really made my job tough today. I must tell you that. But I would really like to mention the things that I liked about the speech, and I would also try to help you or we can see that how we can take this speech, which was already great, to a notch above. To start with the topic, wonderful topic selection, I must say. I got really intrigued at how can you use two contrasting words, humorous and stress, and what will that speech have in it. It was really wonderful. You also connected a story, how you got to that topic through your son. It was really wonderful. Second I liked about the speech was the structure. Very well structured. You started with a phrase. You also clarified that you have taken it from another humorous speech. So kudos to that. And after that, it also had a great message. You opened it really well. You had a good body with a lot of stories, humorous stories, because the objectives of the speech was that to have multiple stories. And then you concluded it really well. So great structure of the speech and a great message as well. You really, in today's stressful life, you gave a message to everyone that if you're stressed, just use some humor, or you bring a humorous thought in your mind, or have a witty thought, and your stress will go down. So great message. And the third thing that I like was your confidence and your preparation. Really kudos to that. You're really well prepared for the speech, and your confidence was really great. Now, just to ensure that we take this speech a notch above, I have two inputs. One was that you relived your story. You were smiling when you were telling these stories. But you also have to ensure that the audience also relive the story with you. So you can bring in a lot of emotion. For example, when you're talking about the traffic situation, you could have actually said, "Oh, I was so stressed. There was so much traffic, so many cars on the road." Then immediately my friend said, "Chill, it's a road. There will be cars." So you can use more emotion so that the audience can relive the story with you. And second is a tip that you can actually use exaggeration. What I felt was, I may be wrong, that you were telling the story as you saw it or as you felt it. In humorous speech, there is a tip that you can use some of exaggeration so that you can elevate that humorous level. So that's a good a tip. And just to summarize, so you had a great speech, great structure, great topic selection, well prepared, good confidence, and you can just work on some more emotions, adding some more emotions to your stories. I think then it will be a great speech. That's all from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, TM for your detailed evaluation reports and recommendations. Now move to, I would like to call on our second evaluator, TM Chandrasekhar, to evaluate TM Shashank's speech. Over to you, TM Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Was I listening to a speech or an educational session? I'm still confused about that, because in the speech, there were so many learnings that I had to write it down in my book, which I used in engineering. What an amazing speech, Toastmaster Shashank. YouTube, we all know about YouTube pretty much surely. And how do we use it? That we are also aware of. But how can we use YouTube effectively? That's how the speaker showed in his speech. I would like to mention a couple of things about the speech which were really great. The overall structure. I really liked how the Toastmaster Shashank started his speech with a question and engaging everyone in his speech, asking question whether do you use YouTube or not, and what kind of purpose do you have by using YouTube. And the overall structure of the speech was really nice. It had a body, it had a conclusion really well. Now coming back to some points which I like to highlight was the beautiful use of the presentation that he used during the speech. Now in this project, most of the people try to avoid using presentation, but it was really well crafted and we could see all those points which we need to highlight and which we need to remember. That was actually an amazing job. So overall, I really enjoyed the speech. Now coming to some recommendation part. Though I do not have any recommendation for the speech itself, but the project says you have to manage a difficult audience. Now, I believe when it comes to managing a difficult audience, the speech itself doesn't matter that much. In the speech, what we expect from the speaker is there will be some kind of discussion, there will be some kind of debate, audience will be throwing some kind of question, they will be disturbing you, and how do you handle those situations apart from the Toastmasters? That is what we were expecting in the speech. But in the speech, I found this main portion was missing. There were no audience disruption till the end, I believe. There was one question only when it came at the last part of the meeting when the red card was shown. So I personally believe the objective of the speech and the speech was not matching itself. Maybe you can have word with your VP aide and figure out that part. Second thing, the speech itself went very, very long. So the speech could have been ended at 5 or maybe at 10 minutes, and then you could have started a Q&A session. That would have encouraged everyone to give some challenges to the speaker, and maybe that could have helped you to lead and achieve this objective of the speech. So overall, it was actually a great speech. I believe it was more like an educational session for me. There were a couple of things that I had to take on. Just coming to the objective part, I believe maybe you can repeat this speech in a different sort of way and try getting more of audience challenges throughout your speech. That will actually help you to achieve this objective of the speech. That is it from my side. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, TM Chandrasekhar, for detailed evaluation report and recommendations. Now move to, I would like to call on our third evaluator, DTM Usha ma'am, to evaluate TM Mayur's speech. Over to you, DTM Usha ma'am.
Good afternoon. I thought Mayur was the speaker number 4. Is it true?
Yeah, ma'am. The one sequence has escaped, so that's why third.
All right. Thank you so much. Timer, you may start now, please. Thank you. John Maxwell, an American author, once said, and I quote, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." Toastmaster Mayur, today I have witnessed you speaking like a leader, and I'm sure you know the way. You've already started on your journey. You're going the way. And now let me see if your speech showed us the way also how to become a leader. So first of all, can I see you on your video, please? Can you switch on your video, Mayur? Thank you. Thank you, Mayur. Well, first of all, for someone who has come from a village, I loved your confidence. You showed great confidence to even stand up and deliver that speech. So congratulations on that point to you. I love the smile that you have. When you started your speech, you asked questions to the audience. Do you think you're a leader? Do you think you're a leader? And so many of them said, yes, we are on that way to become a leader. And I think I relish those questions a lot from you. Now, to see, I love this statement of yours, to do more, to become more, to learn more, to think more. And all these things, I think, are the essentials of a leader. So I love those things. And then you went on to the most important point in any speech. That is a personal story. What better than your own story that you could have shared with us? So you caught the audience's attention right from your introduction to the body of your speech and then to the conclusion, which I thought you could work on. So I'll talk to you about those now. So your strong points were the start, the questions that you asked, and then you spoke about your personal stories. You stood there, had that confidence. Now, what can you do to better this speech? I have a very beautiful quote by Brian Tracy, who said, and I quote him, effective performance is preceded by painstaking preparation. I thought that was where you lacked. You could work on your preparation, and you even announced to the audience that you worked just 2 hours before the meeting, which is a very wrong thing for any Toastmaster to do. Always remember, in Toastmasters, we first insist on preparation, work with your mentor. And I would also like to add here that since we are all not native English speakers, our dialects may change, our accents may not be the same, but I think grammatically we need to be right. Any language you take, if your grammar is not correct, I think the essence of that language is lost. So try to work on your English vocabulary. Like Shashank put it, you can learn it through YouTube also. Go to a teacher and learn the language. I think the nuances of the language you need to learn. And then your mentor, shake that mentor of yours and get all that you can from your mentor. And I'm sure you're going to be the leader who's going to show the way to all the others who have come from small towns and who are here to make leaders of themselves. All the very best to you, Mayur. And over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Omkar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DTM Usha ma'am, for detailed evaluations. It helps a lot to all the speakers as well as to us for next speeches. Thanks a lot for that. Now move to the last evaluation. I would like to call Evaluator TM Purva to evaluate Mr. Venkatesh's speech. Over to you, TM Purva.
Sorry guys for the delay. Actually, I'm being the Zoom master as well as the evaluator, so I'm just juggling between different roles. Just a minute, let me adjust my screen. Am I clearly visible and audible to everybody?
Yes.
Just a minute. Let me pin the timer for myself. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim is fulfilled, they will say, we did it ourselves. Well, fellow Toastmasters, don't you think TM Venkatesh is this kind of leader? Well, I don't know about you, but I certainly think he is that sort of a person. I really was amazed and enthralled by your speech, Venkatesh. Whatever you said, your structure was well, so the speech was well structured. It was clear, easy to understand. You certainly care about your audience, that how they understand and how to make them feel at ease. You made it very easy for the audience to grasp whatever you said. I understood that at first you knew about your style of leadership, which was coaching. And then you understood from the feedback that you had received from your audience that you need to be more adaptive, you need to be more aggressive. Well, you certainly implemented all that feedback very well. I could see that when you were given a new team and you said that they had done their work since, they were doing it from many years. So they had just lost their willingness. And the way you brought back that willingness by implementing a new leadership plan and awarding them for every subtask that they achieve, you brought back that willingness and helped your team to reach a certain milestone. So you definitely implemented the feedback, and I loved the way you adapt. And you certainly showed a lot of patience with your teammates. And one more thing that you excelled at in the final stage of your speech, when you gave us a takeaway that it does not matter what you do, it's at the end of the day how you made the team member feel about themselves. And today, when your team members come to you and they say that, yeah, we really respect you and we are happy that we were mentored by you or trained by you, so that makes you feel happy. So at the end of the day, your goal is achieved as a leader. So good takeaway and good job at being a great leader. Now, I really had a very difficult time with coming up with recommendations. You were that good in your entire speech, Venkatesh. But still, I have two. And the first thing that I felt that there was a lot of content that you told, and I felt that more of the personal experiences. Okay, you explained one situation about where you had managed a particular team, but I wanted more details, concrete details about that situation that could have made things more engaging, I felt. And the second thing is about audience interaction. there was less interaction with the audience, because it was an 8 to 10 minute speech. You stopped at the green card, you had 2 more minutes as far as I understand. So you could have used use that time in interacting with the audience, let them think that what problems they had with the leadership, and maybe you can share some aspects of what you learned through your leadership, and if that can help them in their journey as well. So these are the two things. All in all, I feel you are an excellent speaker, a hardworking, sincere, thoughtful, introspective leader. You are already great, and just with these two feedbacks, I think you are pretty good to go the next time. And I wish you all the best for all your future speeches. Thank you so much for giving a great speech today, Venkatesh. Over to you, Omkar.
Thank you very much, TM Purva, for detailed evaluation report and recommendations and suggestions. We have done all the evaluations for prepared speeches. Now move to the role players reports like Grammarian, Timer, Riddle Master, and AHA Counter. Let's start with the report from our Grammarian. Over to you, TM Jessing.
Give me a second to share my screen. It will be helpful for us. Okay. I hope you are able to see my screen. Once again, welcome
Yes.
all. Word of the day was relish, and phrase of the day was to count your blessings. Who used it? Tushar, Deepak, and Nan Kishore used both word of the day and phrase of the day. Word of the day was used by Insia and Shashank, and phrase of the day was used by Kunal and Omkar. Yeah, Ashwani also used the word of the day. Let's have a big round of applause for the member who used it. Kudos to you. Now you have registered these word of the day and phrase of the day in your memory. Now the good usage of English. Comprehend, to understand something completely. Witty, a clever, amusing. In a words used in a clever way. Companion, who is always spending time with you. Awful, oh, very bad, unpleasant. Assess, to judge or form an opinion about something. Like during your speeches, we are having our own opinion that we are doing assessment. Tech savvy, one of the favorite word in today's generation. Well info about or proficient in the use of modern technology. Keep an eye on, keep under careful observation. Helicopter parent, a parent who takes an overprotective or excessive interest in the life of their children. Accordance, conformity or agreement. Contradict, say opposite of something. Upskill, to teach or learn additional skills that YouTube could also help. Already spoken by our speaker. Amaze. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. Means to surprise somebody very much. To be difficult for somebody to believe. I was amazed with this gift. Augment, to increase the amount of value or size. Aura, a special quality of feeling that seems to come from a person. Intrigue, to make somebody very interested and wanting to know more. Exaggeration, describing of something and making more than it is really. Next, two super quote. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Great one. Next, effective performance preceded by painstaking preparation. Superb job. Nuisance, a person, thing, or situation that annoys you or cause you trouble. Now the important point, grammar improvements, what we can do. In one of the humorous contestant, no, in one of the humorous contests. So contestants, nahi, contests, and definitely the plural that you could use. I was watching the tutorials. Essential, that is the pronunciation issue. Most of the people said essential, that should be essential. Very, very long. You could say lengthy. Ton of topics. Always use a ton of topics. Not cup of tea, not my cup of tea. I went to Pune. In the context, you came to Pune. I share my knowledge. I shared my knowledge. It's the past one. Everybody is have. Everybody always use singular. Everyone like. Everybody is has. Next, I was reporting manager. I was the reporting manager. But however, use anyone, but or however, decide. Everybody is have the same thing. Everybody is has. I think I repeated it. Now the grammarian tip, then and then. Then we used a when we have to do the comparison. But if there is one more sentence connected one, then use small e. That's all from my side, and back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Jasin, for nice detailed report, suggestions, proper usages of English grammar improvement. It will help us a lot. Thanks a lot. Now move on to the report from our today's Riddle Master. Over to you, TM Madhumita. TM Madhumita, are you there?
I guess Madhumita is not there, so can we proceed with the counter report?
Yeah, thank you. Now move to the report from AHA Counter. Over to you, TM Insia. Thank you.
Yes, General Evaluator, thank you so much. I would be presenting my report. Just let me know if everybody can see my screen. Yes? Okay, so firstly, I would like to have a round of applause for the flawless speakers for today who didn't have any filler words used. That is Toastmaster Shashank, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, and DTM Usha. So they've not been using any of them. So a big round of applause for them. Here is a detailed report of the number of usage of ums, unnecessary pauses. If we talk about the speeches, Toastmaster Ashwini used and twice, so once, once, and unnecessary pause thrice. If we talk about Toastmaster Mayur, was used 5+ times, unnecessary pauses twice. Toastmaster Venkatesh twice, unnecessary pauses almost flawless. Toastmaster Jitendra twice. Toastmaster Purva 4 hours and ums and 1 unnecessary pause. Toastmaster Nand Kishore twice and twice hours and ums. Guest Chandrakant once and twice hours and ums and once unnecessary pause. Toastmaster Mayuresh and ums twice and unnecessary pauses once. Toastmaster Nankishore again when was the Sergeant at Arms, twice hours and ums, twice and 5+ hours and ums unnecessary pause by Toastmaster Tushar. Toastmaster Jay again almost flawless hours and ums twice. Toastmaster Omkar as and ums thrice and unnecessary pauses once, and Toastmaster Kunal and Toastmaster Pradeep twice as and ums, whereas Toastmaster Pradeep also had and twice. I would like anybody who is counting my as and ums to please send it me on the chat. I would also like to avoid that. Also, I think my role is not only to give you the report of hours and ums and also help you to prevent those. My responsibility. So quick tip of the day from my side would be become aware of your biggest offenders. Unless and until you don't know what is your so-called favorite fillers, I think you won't be able to accept it and avoid usage of the same. So that is the most biggest thing that is important. I hope that has helped everyone, and I would like to give back the control to General Evaluator for the day.
Thank you very much, TM Insia, for detailed report, and I will try to avoid my 3 hours which I used today and one unnecessary pause in next meeting. Thanks a lot for your suggestions and report. Now move on to the report from Timer for the evaluators time report. Can you share or can you know that who are qualified?
Thank you, General Evaluator Omkar. All are qualified.
Okay. Thank you, TM Kunal.
Yes, even I would like to ask the specific times, please, for the speakers and evaluators. It would help them,
Yeah, please.
Please, thank you.
Just one more thing I would like to add. Just a minute. The TTM, I would like to ask the TTM to please share the TT participant's name with me on the chat so that I can add it in the polls.
Over to you, TM Kunal. Please share the report.
Yeah, I am trying to see. So I put in 2 slides. This one is speaker 1 took 7 minutes 20 seconds. Speaker 2 Sasank took 16 minutes. Speaker 4 took 7 minutes 25. Speaker 5 Venkatesh took 9 minutes 30 seconds. Evaluator 1 took 3 minutes 5 seconds. Evaluator 2 Chandrasekhar took 2 minutes 55 seconds. Evaluator 4 Usha took 3 minutes 20 seconds. And evaluator 5 took 3 minutes. Thanks, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Timer TM Kunal, for sharing the report. Now move on to the general evaluation reports. Let us start with the sequence of the today's agenda. Starting with the Sergeant at Arms, TM Nand Kishore. You started the meeting on time. Good job for that. Explained very well about your roles and the mission of this meeting. Good voice modulations, expression, and you checked guest for the introduction. Good job done. Well done. Moving to the presiding officer. You are always playing dual or triple role in a single meeting. Kudos to you. Today, for the presiding officer, evaluator for the speakers, you master. Good job. Well done. Just one suggestion. If you have to ask any questions, just see the timing of the speaker so that he can qualify or he or she can qualify. Thanks a lot. Move to the timer. Good job, TM Kunal. It is for me or for my expression is that this job is the toughest job. You have to monitor the time and the speeches, evaluators, everything, and the agenda you have to meet. So well done. Well done. You have explained your role perfectly. Shared the time cards on the time. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, and good job done. Move to the Grammarian, TM Jaising. Good job. Very well detailed report. Explain about your role. And the good part that you have shared the word of the day or phrase of the day in advance, 2-3 days before, and today also you have mentioned or you have shared this in chat on the WhatsApp. That's great. And you also shared during table topics. So well done. Good job. And the chosen of the word of the day on the phrase of the day, it is very nice and it's easy for all to connect and to express. Thanks a lot. And good job done, Grammarian TM. Jaising, AHA counter. Move to the AHA counter, TM. Insia. Good job. And very well shared each and each topics and explain about your role. And you also shared tip of the day, and good job, well done for that. Move to the speakers. All the speakers has done good job, well speeches, engaged everyone. The topics starting from TM Ashwini ma'am, humorous speech, move to the YouTube learning, and then TM Venkatesh, art of leadership, TM Mayur for leader, all are connecting to the our daily routines, or it is connecting to the today's learning theme from the TMOD. Table topic, TM Pradeep. Good job, explain very well about your role perfectly. And good part that you asked in advance to nominate for the TT roles. It will save the time. Good job for that. Just one tip, try to avoid background sound during the some speaker is speaking, or check audio connectivity in advance. Today I found there was some disconnect in your audio. Just a tip for that. Evaluators, good job, all the evaluators, and you explained very well about your role, about the purpose and the pathway of the speakers. Thanks for the recommendations, suggestions. It will help everyone or the speaker to the speakers to improve their speeches. Thanks a lot for that. Well done, good job, all these evaluators. TMOD Tushar, I would like to give the standing ovation to you for your first TMOD role, and a round of applause to you for your today's role. Well done. Very informative topic. I was not aware that it can be a topic or a theme for any meeting. Really, yes, we are watching the movies, we are watching the YouTubes, but not connected. You explained very well with the pictures, with the methods or messages. Thanks, and good job done by, excellent job. Small tips, just check the background and just keep the background of your our or your club so that it looks nice. And during introduction to the role players or the speakers, instead of looking side, just if you see look at the front, it will help, or it looks good. You can ask to the ask for the feedback on chart to save time, because today the 4 or 5 speakers was there, and your time management is also very important. So just you can ask. This is a tip from me. Check audio video to save the time. So this is my report with the message: keep learning, keep growing. Over to you, TMOD Tushar.
Thank you, General Director Omkar, for those recommendations and tips. I'll keep in that mind. I cannot place the background for me as I'm using Linux system. So
Sorry for that.
that's the problem, technical problem. But yeah, apart from that, every other aspects I will keep in mind. And yes, we have Riddle Master back. We can have her report as well.
Oh, yes. So,
quick report, please. Toastmaster Madhumita.
Yes, thank you so much for considering me again. I'm so sorry for the delay. There was some connectivity issue at my end. Yeah, so let's have the fun time started. Yeah, so I'm going to ask you questions or statements, and you have to guess the right answer. Okay, so there you have points there. Okay, let's start. Okay, well, my riddles are a mix of different topics, so you have to answer me. Okay, so I'll start with the first one. Timer, please let me know how many maximum riddles I'm allowed to ask here.
Okay.
Maybe you can just let me know at the time when it's up completely.
Okay.
Yeah? So my first one is, okay, hear me out. I'll be really slow here. A full one puts a smile on your face. You keep on going like it's a race. But as my contents start to diminish, you'll start to think if you're ready to finish, what am I? I'll repeat. A full one puts a smile on your face. You keep on going like it's a race. But as many contents start to diminish, you'll start to think you are ready to finish. What am I?
A wine glass with wine?
I'll give a hint. Yes?
A wine glass with wine?
No, no. Well, that answer can be considered here. Yes. Anyone else? Okay. Should I
What
give the
about
answer?
hint? What about hint?
Yes, hints will be like, you use it every day during your, most favorite time, I must say. Kids don't enjoy. For them, it's it's a punishment for them. For us, it's like we enjoy it, like, at least twice or thrice a day. So you have to sit on somewhere and you use it for that purpose. Lots of hint, kids don't enjoy. Come on. Come on, come on. You have the answer now. It's every day that we use. I think now also today also you had something, yeah?
Is it
brushing?
Sorry?
Brushing, toothpaste, toothbrush.
No.
Soap?
No.
Breakfast?
Very close by. Yeah.
Tea.
Food.
Yes, the answer is plate. A full one puts smile on your face. You keep on going like it's a race. But as my contents start to diminish, you will start to think if you're ready to finish. So I am a plate. Good one. Good try. Thank you so much. Now next one is, okay, poor people have it. Rich people need it. If you eat it, you will die. What is it? Poor people have it. Rich people need it. If you eat it, you will die. What is it?
Time.
Answer can't be money.
Time.
No.
Is it nothing or something
Yes,
like
yes,
that?
yes, you're right. You're there. Who was that? Good one.
Me.
Good one. Okay, now this another one. I add 6 to 11.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, I guess we are crossing the time.
Okay, last one.
Timer.
The last one.
Yeah, I was about to say this was the last one. So
Yes. Just last one. Okay.
Yeah.
I had 6 to 11 and get 5. What is this? What is the correct answer?
Sleep.
I had 6 to 11 and get 5. Why is this correct?
Watch.
Close by, but not the answer.
Is it calculator or something?
No. So every time you add 6 to 11, it will be 5. How is that possible? Again, hint will be like you every day you use it. It's in a day-to-day life.
What?
And
Clock.
So the answer is 11 a.m. So adding 6 will give you 5 p.m. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Riddle Master Madhumita. Those are really wonderful riddles. Now, coming back to our theme, final part of the theme, I'll just share my screen again. We have covered assigning responsibilities as a part of management lessons from the movies. Now, the last one is leadership and motivation. Everyone spoke about leadership in their speeches, in table topic master, etc. But from the movies, what is it? As as per the Pushpa movie, attitude matters. No matter what your education or social background is, your attitude decides your achievement. That's everyone could agree. If you have some kind of attitude, positive attitude and challenging, you can beat everyone. Next, lead from the front. Speak up for the people, unite them, show them the path, and become their leader. Leader cannot become, no one can become leader easily. You should be speaking up for the people. You should show them the path. And the third one is leaders turn challenges into opportunities. Like in the Swadesh movie, there was no electricity in the village, and Shah Rukh Khan took it as an opportunity and made it possible. And you can see here, तीन गुना लगान देना पड़ेगा. In the Lagan movie, Amir Khan took this as an opportunity and become a leader. And also, as an opportunity, he solved that problem as well. Have guts. Become leader is not just having your attitude, but you should have guts to get things done. Have the fire in the belly, be hungry for success, don't settle for less, claim what you deserve. If you have guts, you have proper attitude, you should be hungry for the success. You should have self-confidence. Like in Lagan movie as well, Amir Khan had self-confidence, but do not be overconfident like Britishes. They had their overconfidence, and because of overconfidence, they lose the match and they have to free villagers from their Lagan, right? You should be innovative. Restructure your business model, work on supply chain, make the process agile. You should innovate your ideas and deliver them to your team. Take decisions. Without decision making ability, you cannot be a leader proper. You should have the guts to take hard decisions as well. Last, motivate people. As Toastmaster Venkatesh also said in his speech, willingness and abilities, you need to motivate your team members to do something. So in that case, you need to have coaching ability or coaching leadership style and motivate it. In the Lagan movie as well, when there is just a 5 runs or something remaining, Amir Khan motivated the next batsman. Last, this movie, Guru. You must have watched this movie. I didn't, but yeah, in this movie, it shows various skill set of management. That is power of ambition, vision, conflicts in relationship, unethical business houses, growth without principle, value addition, changing your orbit. Like in our previous meeting, we had the theme getting out of your comfort zone. The same way, changing your orbit. Courageous corporate leader, you should have negotiation skills, growth and speed. Also, again, the self-confidence. So that's it. I had to share with you all. There are a lot of things you can learn from the movies. But for now, I will be stopping here only, and I'll hand over stage to presiding officer Purva Hulti. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters Purva.
Thank you so much, Tushar, for that amazing theme today. I really learned a lot. And guys, so we are here, and let's congratulate ourselves for completing this heavy agenda today. I mean, I'm really amazed at it that although we are a bit late, yet it was really enjoyable. And generally, what happens that I just would turn off my video and go somewhere else, have some food. But this time, I just could not leave my seat because all the speeches, all the evaluation, everything in the meeting was so interesting and just kept me hooked, and I was listening to it. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in and making this session very lively and entertaining for all of us. Thank you so much. Also, in the beginning of the meeting, I could not see DTM, okay, Meenal. So I just took up the entire, stage for the presidential address. So now I would.
Sorry to interrupt, Purva. Actually, the thing was we were supposed to start at 10:30, and at 20:20, I received the news of demise of one of my closest relatives, and that was the reason I joined a bit late. I sincerely apologize for that.
No
and
problem.
thanks to you for taking over the things and putting it across very smoothly. So literally, I didn't have to even interfere in between over here. And thanks for understanding it well. And regarding the meeting, it really went very well, though I could not give my 100% concentration as I was continuously receiving messages at the other end regarding this piece of news. But kudos to you and kudos to both the clubs for making it really a grand success. And this would really be going on records as a very successful meeting. Especially kudos to you. And thanks a lot again to everyone. And I would again transfer the control to you, Toastmaster Purva, so that you can take it ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much, DTM Meenal. I mean, such things really happen out of the blue, and we as friends, presidents, we have to help each other. So no problem, DTM Meenal. All right. I'll quickly also launch the polls meanwhile. And let me just check if anyone else is coached. No, it's just me. And let me once check from the TTM that we had 3 participants. Apart from that, anyone else?
No, we had only 3 participants for TT.
Okay. And guys, since today we have a joint meeting, so I have qualified everyone, each and everyone. So there is no disqualifications as such, and everyone is there in the voting list. So please do vote. And all right, let me launch the polls. Just let me know if if a particular role player is missing out or something like that, so I can just relaunch it all. Okay, meanwhile, I can also take the feedback from guests if we have any. Okay, do we have any guests today? Okay, Chandrakant. Hello, Chandrakant, are you there? Are you a guest or are you a part?
Yeah, I am guest actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can you please share the feedback for today's meeting? How did you felt about the meeting?
Yeah, it was a really wonderful meeting, especially the way that the Toastmaster TMOD engraved everything into entire meeting, entire session. That was very, very remarkable actually, and especially the Grammarian and all evaluations was very good actually. So yeah, so that's it. So basically, I am ex-Toastmaster of Northwest Toastmaster Club. So looking forward to join a Toastmaster community again. Yeah. So.
Okay, nice to hear that. It's always great to be a part of a Toastmasters community where everyone is very passionate about growing and achieving. So again, it's like having a good set of friends always by your side. So yeah, looking forward to you joining back too. Maybe since there are 2 clubs today in the meeting, so you can just take a dual membership. You will have a big set of friends then.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think.
Yes. All right. Any other guest that we have? Not the visiting Toastmasters, but other guest? Okay, I guess there is no one. Also, guys, please do vote. 16 people have voted, yet 3 more are remaining. Okay, I see. Omkar, you're not able to see the polls. Yeah, I guess there is some issue with the your laptop.
Yes, I think some rights issue. It's the third time that I am not able to poll. I have to check with my IT team member. Thanks.
Okay.
So along with the theme, actually, I just want to say one thing actually. Means any form of art or any form of art is always creating impression on a society. So similarly, in movies, actually, I just very amazed with the words, quotes that every movie has. And similarly, I can remember, and everyone will agree that a quote from a Spider-Man movie, that was a wonderful quote, that great power comes with a great
responsibility.
Yeah, so means it was really, it created a great impression over society. And similarly, we have so many movies, those gives a messages to the society. So that is awesome.
Yes. All right, guys. So it's almost more than 4 minutes. I'll end the poll. I'm sharing the results. Can you all see the results? Okay. Okay, I guess there is.
Maybe we are not able to see it. Maybe some different screen or something.
Okay, because I have shared it anyway, but I can see the results already. So I'll just announce it for everyone. So the best role player award goes to TMOD Tushar. Congratulations, Tushar, for bringing up
Thank you.
the theme very well. I guess it was your first time taking up the TMOD role, and that too for a joint meeting.
Yes.
So kudos to your hard work.
Thank
and
you.
now the best speaker award goes to none other than TM Venkatesh. Congratulations, Venkatesh. You are really, really hardworking. I could see it throughout your speech. I mean, as an audience, it was very well, it just touched my heart a lot, your speech. So well deserved. And the best evaluator. Okay, the best evaluator, let me see. Okay, it's our beloved DTM Usha. Congratulations, ma'am. If you are in the, in the race of being the best evaluator, I guess I should have not put in the names of other evaluators.
No. Don't say this,
First
Purva.
place, I guess.
Don't say that. But I think I need to give credit to my speaker also, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, ma'am. Okay, the best auxiliary role player award goes to Grammarian Jai Singh. Congratulations, Toastmaster Jai. And the best TT speaker is a tie between TM Nandakishore and TM Mayuresh. Congratulations to both of you. And we will soon share the certificates in the evening. So stay tuned. All right, so we are done with the polls. And yes, with this, I guess we have finally completed the entire agenda. We're done with everything. And all right, now guys, you can just unmute yourself and we can have a chit chat, and the visiting Toastmasters as well can share their feedback. Anyone, please just unmute yourself and go ahead.
We did it actually. I was thinking, how can we do it within that much span of time? But amazing meeting.
Yeah, I think after a long time, we could experience more than, 3-4 speeches. It was really amazing. We've seen, so in online, actually, we don't see so many speeches coming together, but very well managed the time to the whole planning team. Kudos to both the VPs and all the team members. Great job.
Yes. So one more thing we missed, a group photo.
Yeah.
Can you all please turn on your videos?
That's my bad. I forgot to take.
No issues. I just thank myself that I remembered it, because if the meeting had finished and then if I had remembered it, I would have cursed myself a lot. Yes. So guys, please turn on your videos. Okay, we're waiting for Kunal and Chandrakant. And Jay. You all can turn on your videos. Okay, I guess. Also, I can't see Nanda Kishore. Guys, come on. I know you guys are busy with your lunch and all, but just
my video.
I can't see your video. Maybe my bandwidth is
No,
good.
even Kunal, even I can see Kunal and Jay is.
Okay, who can see all the participants? Even including Nanda Kishore, is there anyone who can see that? Or is it just me who can't see Mayur, Nanda Kishore, Kunal? Okay, I can see Mayur. All right.
Mayur is there. Mayur has switched on his video. Nanda Kishore is yet to switch on. Jai
Okay,
Singh,
Kunal.
Toastmaster Jai Singh.
Nanda Kishore has also done. Come on, Jay, we are waiting for you.
Yeah, just a second. Just a second.
Putting his makeup on.
Definitely, it's required.
Yes, so we have everyone. Please pose. Okay. Yes, thank you so much.
Perfect.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Usha ma'am, for joining us. It's
Thank you,
always a
Toastmaster
pleasure
Jay.
to.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for a great
ma'am.
meeting. Thank you, and all the very best to both the clubs.
Yeah, thank
Take
you,
care.
ma'am. And I think in the
Thank you.
second half, you have your own club meeting as well.
No,
Okay, today you don't.
I'm not in OUND. I'm not part of OUND Toastmasters.
Okay, great. great.
I'm part of Southeast.
Oh, you changed it. You want to develop one more club. Great, ma'am.
You're asking me, Jay?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Usha ma'am.
No. No, I think you've got the wrong Usha, or you've got the wrong Toastmaster.
Quite possible. So I will not argue with you. I will never argue with you.
No, because I don't have, I'd never mentioned this, that I want to start another club or anything like that.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe you'll remember sometime during the day who said this to you.
Yeah, I joined more than 200 meetings in last 2021. So I met lot of people around the world.
This is the problem. This is the problem. So click pictures on your phone and keep which meeting you attend and who attended it.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much,
Okay.
everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you all. Thanks
Bye.
for joining.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am, for all the support. And we will meet once again very soon.
Also, one more thing, just quickly, I wanted to ask, Venkatesh, you talked about Myers-Briggs Test Indicator, MBTI, right? I'm a big fan of MBTI actually. Can I just know your MBTI type?
Yeah, it's a ENTJ.
Okay, I'm INFP.
Oh, great. So that's a good way
Yes,
to
okay. So
understand the personality type. And even I liked it because first time I have gone through that process, answering the questionnaire and knowing your personality type. And it is really good. I wish, all the other member also go through
yes,
it. And
oh my God, I just can't tell you how much I love MBTI. Wherever I go, in whichever club I go, I just spread this word, do this test. I have asked all the members of my club to do it. Okay, I'm that passionate about it. And we have a lot of twin personalities here. Like Ashwini ma'am and Chandrasekhar are ISTPs, problem solvers. And I and Tushar are INFPs. You are an ENTJ, the commander personality. So ENTJs, like, they love to be the leaders and they are quite achievers. And also, if you have done your Enneagram test, have you done that?
No.
Okay, I would also love to know the Enneagram, by the way. But let me tell you guys about ENTJ. And
Can you stop live streaming?
okay. Oh yeah.